Don't let me walk on you tonight.
I will run, I will climb, I will soar.
Hey guys, it's me Chef. So if you are new to my channel, please remember to like and subscribe and check out all my other videos. So in this video I'm doing my nails, so I'm going to show you how I went from this to this. I love these nails, they turned out perfectly. So what we will be starting with are the prepping. I have already prepped my nails, so I pushed my cuticles back. So for now I am getting my drill. This is the drill I got from Amazon. These are the little heads that you can put in them. My favourites are the little brown circles. I think they work perfectly. And what we are doing with this is we are just filing down our cuticle base. So I think it's called the nail bed, and this is just going to allow us to have a flat surface for when we do stick our acrylic nail extensions on top. Here I am just showing you what the tip looks like. So this one, like I said, is my favourite one. I think the little sandpaper bit works well. So all you have to do is push it into the machine and you are ready to go. So you have a little setting onto the side that tells you if you want it to be faster or if you would like it to be slower. It depends on how much of the nail you are filing off. It is pretty easy. You are just going over your nail, just smoothing it out, making that base nice and flat for the acrylic nail. And yeah, I think this is an easy step. You shouldn't really struggle with this one. Once you are done, then just go ahead and do the rest of them. At the end I did wash my hands just to get rid of the excess, powder stuff that came off your nails. We are done with the base. We are now just going in with a base coat. So this is what's going to help us prep our nails. This is the final step of prepping your nails. The base coat does go a bit sticky under the UV light, so don't worry about that. It is just a base coat. This just helps further protect the nail from when we are using all the glue to stick the acrylic on. And then just go ahead and finish them off them all. Put them under the UV light to cure. Leave them under there for about 2 minutes, and like I said, they will go a little bit sticky, but that's alright. Now for the hard part, which is actually putting on the acrylic to the nails. So you will need some monomer. I will leave them all in the description below. You can use clear acrylic powder, that's what I'm using. I have a brush here. You can use any size. I have a size 8 and I think a size 7, but I did just stick with the size 8. You will need a glass dish to put your monomer in. Do not use plastic, otherwise that will burn through the plastic and onto your desk. We are done with prepping our acrylic powder and monomer. You can now go in with gluing on your extensions. So you don't need to use too much glue for this. It will maybe seep out from the sides if you use too much, which you don't really want, but you can always just file that off anyway. So you do want to stick it on so that where the colour ends is where your nail ends, so that it looks natural. Once you have held that on for long enough, you can then just go in with the rest of your nails. You can cure these as well under the UV light. You don't have to. I don't, just because I think that's an extra step I don't really need to do. And once you've done these, now it is time to cut them down to the size you want. So figure out what design you would like. I am going for the coffin shape / ballerina shoe. On this hand you can see I've already cut them down to show you. What I'm doing here is I'm just literally going down to the size I want with my nail cutter. Like that, and off it goes. Just measure them up, check you've got them both the same size, as this is how they will look once they are on your nails. Now they are all done. I've got a little tiny pair of scissors that I have just in my bedroom. They're not nail scissors, but they work perfectly. What I'm using these is just to cut the sides into the coffin shape. So as you can see, they're square at the moment. If that is the shape you are looking for, then you don't need to cut them down. Maybe just file them to make sure that they're smooth. I am just going to show you how I do it. So I like to start mine from the top, and I do like to go gradient down. If it is too thick on the top, then I can always cut it off, but if it's too small, then I can't add it back on, and then I have to take the nail back off. So just keep that in mind, that you can always take more off and not add more on. Your nails don't have to be imperfect at this point, because we will still be going in with a file. I'm sorry I went off camera at this point. I think I was focusing so hard, I just kind of forgot. And here they are, all complete. They look stunning, they look so cute, and I think the shape turned out so good. Just remember to take your time with them, really, because if you're not in a rush, then they will turn out so much better if you do take your time. But we're not done yet, because we still have to file them down. So where the nail ends in the middle of the nail bed, that is where we're going to be filing down, and you will have to file down the whole nail as well, just so that the actual acrylic powder can sit too. You also want to remember to go from this side and at the top, and then on the other side as well, just to sharpen it up. There you have it, that's our first nail halfway complete. So it has taken a while, but look how good that looked. It looks so good. Okay, I am now done with the filing down on them all. This part honestly does take the longest, but it is worth it. Look how nice they look, and they're all the same size, same shape. And honestly, I just wanted to leave my nails here. Do the top layer of the acrylic powder. I didn't really want to paint them. They look so nice and satisfying, but I did paint them. Now this part some people might find difficult. It is difficult when you're starting off, just because if you don't have the right equipment, I know sometimes I didn't have the right acrylic powder, so it just failed all in all. And if you don't have the right nail brush, that can go really bad as well. But what you're going to do is, I did explain here, you are just going to put the acrylic powder. So some people start from the middle, I start from the top. That's just my preference. So just tap it in with the monomer on the brush, and I start from the end just to add a nice little thick tip to the end to make it last longer and stay on longer. If you are a beginner, then it might be easier for you to get a slow drying acrylic powder, just because it might give you more time to be able to move the substance across the nail. Just because if you get a fast drying one, you won't have time to move it across, and if you've made a mistake, then you're gonna have to file it down quite a lot. And now all the acrylic powder is on all of our nails. I washed them to get rid of any excess dust that might have got caught up on them. And as you can see here, it is nice and thick at the top. To a gradient down the nail will make it look so much more natural. I just find this so satisfying how they just lined up all perfect. Now it is the candle and top coat I'm doing on the bottom of this. I know you could use a base coat, but we already did use a base coat and I want to keep this set in place, so I am using a top coat as I find it more better for the nails. It also makes them last longer. And there they are, all cured. They're so smooth. These are all the colours and glitters I will be using for my nails. I also have the top. I also wanted to add a clear nail to my set of nails, so I thought because I'm going with blue, I may as well use blue stars on the finger that's next to my pinky. I don't know what that's called. So I went in with a resin just so that I could hold it in place to stick the little stars on them. Right now I am putting some resin just around the little stars as I am going to sprinkle some glitter over it. I am using the silver glitter because I don't want there to be too much blue that you can't even see the stars, you know. So I am just going to get my little glitter thing that you can already see I've used for like pink glitters. And I just sprinkle that on top. It took a while just because the brush was like not picking up hardly any glitter. Now that that is done, that's what it's looking like. I really like this. Remember, we still are adding another acrylic layer on top of this as you will need to file it off because it will be like quite sandy. So as you can see here, I have just painted one layer of white gel polish to each nail just as like a little base so that the colour shows up more pigmented. And taking steps from what I last taught you, just dab the little paintbrush into the acrylic powder with a little tiny bit of monomer on it and then wipe that onto the nail, and that will then be sanded down once it is cured, leaving a nice surface. We then put a top coat on which will then make it really shiny. So now after this I am just going to go straight in with my blues, so just really plain. So I'm going to leave one of my fingers white, paint two of them two different blue colours, and I'm also thinking of doing a flame on the middle one. Here they are, here's the results. So yeah, the little flame was easy. I just put a blob of blue on the end and then got my little tiny spiky tool. You can use a toothpick and then just spread that around the white gel, and it was really easy to do. Anyone could do that. If you'd like a tutorial, please comment down below and I can show you how I designed my nails. But yeah, this is just a quick tutorial on how I made this design. I think they turned out really cute, so I hope you did enjoy. If you'd like to see more videos from me, then please do remember to like and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you guys in another video. Bye for now.